And gentlemen, I'm your host for today, as always, Liam Cross, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Macaulay Beard. We are here live for Ero F4 PlayStation in Suzuka, Japan. Second round of the season. We had a thrilling race in Bahrain, um, and I think we will have a replication of that in Suzuka. A lovely, lovely long circuit. How many corners? There's 18 corners, and it's going to be a fun one. It's a classic track of the calendar. Yeast, take it over from me, please.
Oh, yeah, you need someone to take over after that entrance. Welcome to Ero Ps F4, everyone. How are we today? I cannot wait for this. I missed last race. I was here for pre-season, and that race was so mid. You can't understand it. I missed a good one last week. I hope it's at least half as good as what it was from what I've heard last week, and then I'll be satisfied. Who have we got on track at the moment? We've got Bad Luke, Francisco, JD. They're all on track near enough. It's the start of qualifying. They're all going to be on track. It's dry. It's a bit of overcast. There could be some rain. People might want to get out on track quickly. Liam Cross is starting to lose it in the background, and I love it. I cannot wait for this. Back over to you.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I think I was choking on a bit of my drink. Sorry, this is so bad. I hope you're enjoying. If you're driving and watching the stream, I would recommend not doing that. It may distract you. But as you know, me and Yeast, we do have quite a little bit of young. There's Eric. Nice to see you in the chat, Eric.
Quite a little bit of young.
Did I say that?
We have a lot of
Fun,
British as well.
Fun. Yes, we do have lots of British drivers. The British driver, Bad Luke, starting his lap though. As we said, it's a very classic circuit on the calendar. I myself, even as a pad driver, really like this circuit. The first sector, obviously, chef's kiss, mwah, beautiful. There's a yellow flag in the final sector, but not for anyone actually crashing. And Bad Luke does look like there's an Aston Martin ahead of him who may interrupt his lap. I think we started with Bad Luke in Bahrain as well, or Abu Dhabi. Was it Abu Dhabi when you commentated? Yeah, you commentated on Bad Luke's laps in Abu Dhabi. He set some very, very good lap times and was doing pretty well last week. Seems to be hitting the grass there. There's a little bit of lag. I don't know, are you seeing the lag as well for Bad Luke?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so that's a bad sign.
It's in his name almost.
Yeah. That is so bad. There's a yellow flag in the first sector. There's been a crash, I think, at Ero Ennis and I want to say Lee Webb, both going wide at the same corner. That being turn 7. Probably the easiest of the corners in the first sector to get wrong. It's the final corner. You put a little bit too much power on the throttle going up around a curve to the Degner curves. And he's lost control of the cars. Bad Luke goes pole of one person with a 1:30.7. Is that a good lap time?
Two people.
Ooh.
What's that, sorry?
Is that a good lap time?
I don't know. I haven't done it in practice.
Neither have I.
We are so prepared for this race.
Yeah, wow, that's bad. Ooh, okay, Gary with a 1:30.4. So only 3 attempts quicker than Bad Luke's time. It seems like quite a good lap time. Next up is going to be Ero Ennis. No, it's going to be Dan Dale, because Ero Ennis crashed, obviously. I'm going to stop saying Ero Ennis. But Dan Dale, the newcomer to the series, what's it going to be? It's a 1:30.9. Not a fantastic lap. I know he's got more in the tank. Interesting to see where he goes. Ennis, a 1:52.2. I imagine that's not something to write home about.
That's a good lap, that. Yeah, here comes Morgonius around the final quarter. Smashes it on the throttle. Doesn't lose the car at all. Cross the line. P3.
Oh, P3. Yes, that is a very decent banker. Francisco Rocha, unfortunately, going very wide on the first corner. He hasn't invalidated, but it's not going to be a good lap time. Well. Yeah, so not great. What was it? He started. Oh,
P4. from our F5
Wow.
champion.
1:30.1 for Kiziek, the man from Poland. That is a fantastic lap time. He got a podium last time out in Bahrain. Keeping up the good form here with a 1:30.1 as this Red
Here
Bull
comes Barry Kruger.
drives quite dangerously in front. And Barry, what's he going to do?
Oh, he's going to smash this. I lied.
He was close to smashing it, but not close enough, unfortunately. No cigar.
I thought the run to the line was a lot shorter.
But you were
So
wrong.
with Barry Kruger and P2, that just shows how good of a lap Kiziek's was.
Yes,
at the moment.
yeah. Kiziek's that time does seem to be very, very good. And this, I believe, yep, he's coming around the final corner. He's going for another lap. What's it going to be? Getting good power out of the Casio triangle. And it's going to be P2, a 1:30.3 flat. Lovely stuff from the Merc driver. And Brzezinsko Frosha up next. It's going to be a 1:30.9. He could definitely improve.
I'm pretty sure he did start that lap with about 6% ERS.
Possibly, yeah. But obviously, that's not what he wants his lap time to be. I would assume. I hope so, at least.
Here comes Crackshot to start a lap.
Yep, Crackshot was eating dinner. That is.
Why do we need to know that? Let the man eat in peace.
I didn't even give a period of time. It was just eating dinner. Let's just work it out.
Yeah, so was I earlier. What's your point?
Well, he should be charged up with a full stomach. For
Oh,
this lap.
shut up.
Energized to the max. He has all of his calories
it's working though.
today.
He's fueled and ready to go. Purple in Sector 1. Into this hairpin thing. I don't know if it's got a name or not.
The hairpin
He's
thing is the
full.
new name. No, it's actually called hairpin.
This is a decent lap at the moment.
Yep. Coming
Brakes
around
just past
spoon
50
curve.
meters, doesn't touch the curb. Doesn't touch the curb.
Maybe a
doesn't
bit
touch the
slow
curb.
there.
He touches the one curb that matters. Is he going to go purple in Sector 2? If he is, he's a shoo-in for pole position at the moment. We're never going to know because he didn't go purple.
Ah.
Into the Casio triangle, is it?
Yes, yeah, this is the Casio
Oh, I'm a
triangle.
genius. This man
I said it about a
floors
minute
it out
ago.
of the final corner. Shut up! This man floors it out of the final corner. Does he go pole? Yes!
That stomach has served him well. What? P1 a 1:30.106.
Never
Oh,
mind.
Alex Wells with a 1:30.0. Some may say that'd be expected considering he was demoted from F2 last time out. So that's a fairly good lap from Alex
He can
Wells.
stomach it in F2.
Woo.
Oi.
To be fair, Alex Wells
lads.
said he has dinner. He said he had dinner at F3 time, which is why he can't race there. So, if anything, he's on an empty stomach, and he's doing fantastic.
You know how there are just some times where your mouth needs to shut?
Yeah, that
That
might
was
be
one
one
of
of them. Sorry, I'm having so much fun. So unprofessional.
I don't think either of us are going to get re-signed for next season.
Well, considering I get to re-sign myself, I think I'll be fine.
Shut up.
I think I'll make it. Coming up to the hairpin is the newest recruit, Ananu. We're going to work out the pronunciation soon. He's a man from Norway, Champ
Morning.
Hansen. Ornan, yes. I've been familiar with him for a while. Seen his work. Very, very talented racer. And he's here in F4, blessing us. And let's see what lap time's going to be coming up to the iconic 1:30R, everyone's favourite corner. Barely a corner anymore though, so that's a shame. Bring back classic cars. Coming down to the Casio triangle, slowing it down. Lovely, riding every single curb. Good exit. Enables the DRS, and it's going to be P7, a 1:30.6 for him.
Here comes
probably.
Golden Flame as well.
Oh,
P3.
a 1:30.1. The man from England. Great. just in case you didn't know.
Oh, Gary.
Ooh.
That's 1-2.
Something that's never happened for £5,000.
Here
That is
comes Lee Webb
incredible.
now. Going through 130R. Into the throttle. Into the final corners.
Ooh.
Flips the first apex. Second one takes a lot of curb. Takes a chunk on the exit. Coming across the line. It's not going to be pole, but is it top 10?
No, it's
No.
P15. It was a valiant effort. But Lee Webb is going to have to improve if he wants to be getting points today, at least pace-wise.
Top 8 are very close at the moment, separated by less than 3 tenths.
Yeah. Do you want to do a lap thing for Ennis?
Oh, where are we?
Ennis is
Where's Ennis?
Mercedes. Yeah. Do you want to do your lap thing?
I can't find him. Okay, yeah, here we go. So, Ennis Safari starting his lap now. Turn 1, it's near enough and nothing corner. You hit the apex flat out, shift down into corners, 4th gear, 5th gear even. Just pin the throttle, put it in the wall, and that's your qualifying over. Moving on, who else have we got on our lap? We've got
The
JD
jinx.
Bailey here. Never mind, he's coming in.
Barry Kruger is going for it. Do you want to take over from Barry Kruger?
Okay, second time's the charm. As I was saying, turn 1, it's near enough and nothing corner, but he's downshifted very early. Keep it in the 5th gear. He doesn't lose the car this time. He's already done better than Ennis. Get mugged, lad. Into these corners. If you get the first one wrong, you're going to lose so much time. He's about a mile away from the apex there. Keeps it close on that one. This corner's going to be a bit awkward. He probably could have taken a tighter line. It's lucky not to lose the car there. Rumanex put it in a wall as well, I think.
Yep,
As
turn 3.
into the Degners. He is up on his time, but not purple at the moment. Degner 2, he does it well. Into the hairpin thing now. Slows down, keeps it in 3rd. Just gentle on the throttle. Does he get short shift into 4th? Yes, he does. And 5th. Keep it as tight as possible here to minimise the distance travelled. Head into Spoon. I had to think there. 5th gear, down into 4th for the second part. Get on a throttle early, let it swing out wide. Run up to 130R. It's not even a corner anymore, it's just a kink. It's like turn 2 in Austria now. Near enough. 130R. Is he purple? No, he's not. He's backed out as well. That is a shame.
Well, okay. I was surprised he didn't go with it. See how he felt coming out of the Casio Triangle. Happy to report that Stevie has won.
He's commentating.
Yes, true. Stevie has won in F5 for their Japanese Grand Prix. Will be interesting to see who can perform over
Boyman
here.
supported his lap.
Oh,
Lee Webb went again and he went P12.
yeah. How long do we have left of qualifying?
I don't know. But it depends if this car that spun wants to get out of the way. Oh, it's Lee Webb going slowly. We'll find out eventually how much time's left. Is he out of fuel? He's out of fuel.
Lee Webb is out of fuel. That's unfortunate. But he goes P12 at least. He has improved ever so slightly.
Speaking of improvements, Francisco Roca goes B1. Down a second on his previous best.
Oh, the man from Portugal. That is a fantastic lap time. I've got to stop saying that. He doesn't sound good, ever. He's never sounded good. I apologise. But the Portuguese man...
That's even worse!
I said it in a different
You may as well
font.
say the man who resides in Portugal.
The citizen of the Portuguese...
Racing out of the country of Portugal.
Hailing from Lisbon.
From the lands of left of Spain.
I'm sorry.
Has Lee Webb made it to the pits yet? Yes, he has. I'm getting fired.
No, fair enough.
I think Alex has started his lap as Crackshot is disconnected. Oh no, Alex is about to start his lap. Here we go.
Who are you on board with currently?
I'm on board with ERO_GO_GD.
B.
Flings it
man.
into turn 1. Takes that curve, so lucky not to spin there. Does he keep it in 5th gear for this? No, it's 6th, down into 5th for this bit. Ideally, the next 2 corners you stay in 5th, or not. Do what you want. You're a bit quicker than me anyway. That's why you stay in 5th, son.
Oh, into the wall, that may be rear wing damage.
He hit the wall at about -4 miles an hour. I'll be lucky if he's even got any damage. Other than emotion. Oh! That was naughty.
I'm not sure if it's allowed in qualifying. I'll have to check the rules.
That was naughty. Moving on. Mr. Golden Flame has just started his lap. Into the S's. Keeps it off that curb. Taking a very tight line into that corner. Takes an even tighter line into this one, but gets on a power well. There is a car in his path that navigates him well. It was a Williams with a Lee Webb, I believe. Through Degner 1, he was up on his time. Degner 2 gets a good exit as well. Crackshot has managed to rejoin the session, but his qualifying is as good as over. Now, into the hairpin thing, it's a good run. Gets a good exit as well. That exit is probably the most important exit on the track, because look how long the straight is. Head into spoon, into 6th gear, into the second part, into 5th gear, loses the car a little, gets a good exit though. He's going to carry the speed. He's invalidated the lap ages ago, I've only just noticed that, but still.
Great, and he's only just noticed it apparently as he pulls off to the side. You have 45 seconds left. I've been trying to get other people to join this session. And it's
Here comes
not
Kizzy to
happening.
start his final lap. The man who was on pole for about 10 minutes of this session, can he put it on pole for the final minute of the session?
You should be able to do so.
Gary won't be on pole, that's a definite. He's crashed it coming out of the second Degner. Alex has gone as well, tied in the pits. So Francisco, he's slowly running out of competitors now. Crackshot's gone as well. As Kiziak, he's a very beautiful turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I should have just said first sector. But anyway, is he purple in the first sector? No, he isn't. He's 2 tenths up on his time, though. So if he could find time in the middle and third sector, that's probably going to be good enough. Loses the car a little bit there. Heading into the hairpin, he needs to nail this. He carries a lot of entry speed. Is he going to carry a lot of exit speed? Not really. It's going to cost him speed all the way down this straight that isn't a straight. Anyway, heading into Spoon. How's it going to look? Does he touch the curb? He touched the curb a bit on the inside, swings it out, swings it back in. He's completely missed the apex. It's costing him time all the way down to 130R now. Keeps it to the left. Is he going to be up on his time anymore? It doesn't look like it. He's had such a poor middle sector, but he's still 2 tenths up. It's going to be so goddamn close headed into the final quarters now. He's on for pole by about 2 thousandths. He's bulleted the final corner. Is it enough for pole? We're going to find out. Is he across the line? No!
Oh! He's enough for P2, for P1. Just half a tenth too far away. Oh, that is excruciatingly close. Excruciatingly close, but Kiziak's going to have to settle for P2. Mr. Golden Flame.
Dandale on a lap? No, Dandale's lap is done. Only man who's still on a lap now is Tommy PLR. As he's in the final corner now. Gets a decent exit. Looking to come across the line now. Where does he go? He goes P15.
Quite a rather wide line coming out of the final corner. I'm not sure if that was intentional.
At the same time, though, he was only 6 tenths off a pole. And he's third last.
I will say, this field, this is looking very, very close.
Barry Kruger's in P12. What?
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. Barry definitely not with a slow lap. That's you cannot say that's a slow lap. That's not a slow lap. That is a fast lap.
If he found 2 tenths, he would have been P5.
Yeah.
About that, yeah. So yeah, Francisco Roca gets his first pole of the season?
It will be his first pole. There's only been 2 poles, so yeah, it will be his first pole.
I didn't know if he had it last season.
No, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Portugal takes his first pole. My voice is going. So yeah, here we go. Red Bull with Francisco on pole, Kiziek in P2, half-tenth behind. Oh, they've made me hurry up. Gio in P3, Gary in P4, it's a Haas second row, Crackshot in P5, Golden Flame in P6, Manny finished second last week. On is in 7th, Morgonius in 8th, Bad Luke at 9th, Bailey rounding out the top 10, Ennis with his connection issues in P11, Championship leader Barry Kruger in P12, Dan Dale in P13, Rubenek in P14. P15, we've got Tommy PLR, Lee Webb in P16, and F5 champion Boyman rounding out the field in P17.
And I have to announce that we have a lobby restart. Ennis Safari cannot rejoin the session. I will say it doesn't mean qualifying things happen again. Don't worry. But it does look like we're going to have a lobby restart.
I can't emotionally handle this.
Yeah, so Ennis cannot join the session again. Ennis is the only person not able to join back.
What a skill issue.
Absolutely. We may have to, obviously. Okay, Ennis is in. Ennis is in. Okay, continue.
So all of that for nothing. Anyway, who's starting on what tyres? I'm going to cheat and go on race director. It has not worked.
Oh. Yeah, you can't
Oh, it
do
has
anything.
worked. Here we go.
Oh, it has
Francisco
worked.
and Kiziek are on mediums, but the Haas cars are on hards. Crackshot on the mediums, Golden Flame are on the hards. Everyone else is on mediums.
And the race is underway. 5 lights ready to go, and off we go for the second round of Ero Ps F4 in Japan. Kiziek with a fantastic start. Gio boxed in, and Kiziek straight into the lead of this race. Francisco Rocha settling for P2. There's a Williams of Crackshot Gang going a little bit wide, making the overtake stick on Mr. Bradshaw. However, Alfa Romeo falling back behind down the field of I cannot pronounce that name, and I won't be able to pronounce that name. There's battling everywhere. There's a spinner. It's Jack Bailey and the new Norwegian. It's so unfortunate. We have a Mercedes driver going wide of Ennis as well, who's taking control of the car now. Finally, he is now in the session, but he may have a default setup, so don't expect much from him today.
Francisco's all over Kiziek here. He could look for a move.
Oh, let's see. Is he going for the hairpin? No. Thinks better of it. Oh, Gio! Out of nowhere, makes contact with Francisco. No spinning. But not great either. There's ghosting everywhere. There's a Haas. Gary's ghosted someone else's span. I'm not entirely sure who.
Gary and Barry Kruger side by side.
Oh, let's see. Gary and Barry. Who's going to win? It's going to be Barry. Poor form. Gary, understandable. Barry is known to be one of the quick drivers. Maybe use him to take you away.
Crackshot is all over Gio here. They're both using their battery, and with that, they're both catching Francisco as well.
Well, we've got another yellow flag. The Norwegian again. Both out.
Oh my god, Francisco, what?
What a move into the Casino triangle.
That's a move that would make me proud if it's stuck, and now it's going to cost him P2.
Yeah, it's not worked. Oh, a little bit of contact there, but Alex...
Here comes Gio for P1.
Pushing, he's using all of the ERS down the inside of turn 1. Who's it going to be? Kiziek pulling out. Very nicely done from Kiziek there. Alex taking the lead of the race. Someone nearly losing control of the car. It's Francisco and an Alpine of Bad Luke behind. Lots of carnage going on here. Crackshot into P3, by the way. This is a rapid start to the race.
He was into P3.
He's now falling down a little bit, but we got 3 people into the pit lane here. Oh,
crash!
Francisco losing the control. Oh dear, no. Francisco losing control of the car. Malvin Adams into him.
This is awkward.
Oh, and the McLarens are just stuck here. Solf somehow managed to actually join the session. I don't know how. Solf and F4 recruit. And Mr. Golden Flame. Well. Mr. Golden Flame, P15, falling down the order from the top of the field. It's so unfortunate for him. He started off so well. And there's just carnage emerging.
In about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And with all of that, Dan Dale's gone from P13 to P3 in a lap.
Oh my lord, Dandel! What a start to this race. I'm just saying, we're just asking you to invite Ennis to the lobby.
Is Ennis not in?
I I think he is in. Yeah, he's in. Yeah, his car is. Yeah, he's in. So
Okay.
don't worry about that. Crackshot gang now P13, obviously without a front wing. Is he still going to defend from
Here
Ruminek?
comes
It looks
Kiziak.
so. Yeah, but he
He's
loses
not
out,
close enough.
obviously. I mean, Alex has used essentially all of his ERS already,
Yeah.
pushing very, very hard as Morgonius sets the fastest lap of the race. Bad Luke getting an awful exit out of turn 2. Same for Lee Webb. Lee Webb going very wide. Tommy Fravel looking there. And Barry Kruger back up into P5, by the way.
Yeah, brilliant start from a lot of people this race so far.
Yeah, taking advantage of the carnage ahead.
Oh.
Oh, we're going to have spinner. It's Barry Kruger.
No!
Oh!
Oh
Francisco
my
also
god!
spins round. Same space. But Barry, that great start, and now he's in P13. I shouldn't have spoke. We've jinxed Barry so many times here. Dan
We have,
Dow's
haven't
gone.
we? Oh!
Oh no, he's been overtaken. Dan Dow's just been overtaken.
But Ruminek has gone.
Yeah, this is carnage
Ruminek's
central.
gone again.
Oh, Ruminek, man.
He's going to try to spin it round.
Oh, Bad
Here we
Luke's
go.
internet is vibing.
Bad.
Yeah, it's having a party of its own. I wouldn't want to race that internet. That internet's had a bit of alcohol in its system.
Tell you what,
Save me.
Alex hasn't pulled away from Kiziak at all.
No.
Kiziak look really likely to get this
Oh,
overtake done.
Dandao spun Bad Luke. Contact.
Oh!
There's going to be a front wing gone for Dandao. Outbreaking himself straight into the back of Bad Luke. Really not good driving, but the internet may have played a part
In the
in that.
meantime, here comes Kiziak.
Oh,
He's going to put his nose on the inside. He backs out. Smart driving.
going to
From
go
the
for
pole.
a switchback out of P2.
Oh
Oh,
my
my
God.
lord! What? That was odd traction, wasn't it?
It was.
That was not. You can't cheat on PlayStation. We have got a
Ruminek
crash.
and Ennis.
Oh, and they crashed on a straight.
Ruminek and Ennis have gone
so that's
with
going to
each
be a good
other.
report for me. And there's a safety car out, the first of this evening. We didn't have one in Bahrain, but thinking there'd be 2 races without a safety car was wishful thinking. So it looks like Ruminek and Ennis have crashed in a straight line, approaching 130R. You can only imagine what's happened there. Ennis is very angry. That doesn't surprise me too much. Ruminek will probably also be just as angry. They're probably going to argue for the next 5 days, and then I'm going to have to sanction them. But we didn't get to see it. So, Ennis, if you'd like to show your pov of the incident, that would be fantastic, please. Keep the anger to a minimum.
He is very
Bradshaw
upset.
needs to concentrate. Yeah, so that is.
Bradshaw needs to concentrate.
They're in the same party, so.
Oh, I figured that.
This is such a, on the Bahrain race, I took it so seriously, and then we get to Japan, and it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Do what we want, lads. Alright, so let's have a look.
I haven't
Who's
seen
had
what happened,
good starts? Oh, you didn't let
Yes.
me finish my sentence.
I'm sorry. Well, it's Dan Dale.
Dan Dale has had the best start so far. Lee Webb as well, up there in P7 from P15.
Yep.
Zolf, who
Getting a 5 seconds time penalty speeding into the pit lane during a safety car period is inexcusable, unfortunately, Dan.
El Ozo.
Yes.
Bad Luke didn't pit for a front wing, by the way. Neither did.
No, Bad Luke got hit into the rear of.
Ah.
It was Dan Dow who did fix his front wing. But interestingly, Alex
Barry
Wells,
Kruger in the pits as
Kiziak,
well.
Bad Luke not opting to pit.
Well, I mean,
It's Morgonius
now
down.
Zolf is the best runner so far, going from P18, dead last, to P6. The man did not qualify.
Yeah, the man wasn't here. He literally didn't have a car. And all of a sudden, now look at him. Genius.
He's on for a podium.
Alright, maybe a little bit. So that you don't jinx him too much, Yeast.
Boyman Wibenga's had a brilliant start as well.
Where is
I'm
he?
absolutely butchered his name, but I do not care. The Red Bull
Boyman
started
Dengar.
P17, now P7. Bosh.
Bosh. Kabosh.
Big John would be proud of this performance from Boyman.
Solf wants to be jinxed, so
Zolf wants to be jinxed. Zolf, I
Yeah.
hope you win this race.
Solf thinks he's him. Solf thinks he's him.
I'm gonna let this man cook.
Yeah, cooking in the basement.
Huh?
I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know.
Inappropriate jokes.
Was it an inappropriate
Ero
joke?
F4 commentary booth.
Is cocaine illegal? Is cocaine illegal? Full stop. That's just a question. Someone who's very new to this world. Getting judged by Solf in the comments, and I don't blame him. I'm sorry. It wasn't even really following from what you said.
What?
Just thought, yeah, why not? It's cocaine illegal. That's what we're going
This
with.
man is an admin.
Admin is allowed to know if cocaine is illegal or not. This is.
Stop talking,
I'm
please.
sorry. This is a safety car period. We have enlightened the masses. We've opened their mouths and we've created a smile. And that's what we do here in Ero. So I hope people enjoy it. I'm sorry. We got 8. When that joke started, we had 11 people watching. We now have 8
now
people
got 8.
watching. So
These guys don't enjoy cocaine. Swiftly
Maybe-
moving on before we
maybe
both
these
get
guys
banned.
do need cocaine. I'm
Apologies to any mothers or children watching the stream.
I'm just saying, no one in the server is called Jesse or Walt. So maybe we're lacking. Oh, bad Luke nearly losing control of the car there. Oh, look at this internet.
It's almost as bad as his name. It's almost as bad as these bad
That
jokes.
is, of course, in reference to his name being called Bad Luke, not because his username is bad.
Also, I want to point out earlier, Liam Cross said that this man was British earlier. He is in fact Polish.
I didn't say Bad Luke is
You
British.
said he was British.
But I didn't mean to say that.
Of course he
He's
did.
definitely Polish. He's called Janikowski. Janowski. I'm not going to pronounce it. Safety car in
Anyway.
this lap, very, very, very late. Obviously, we only have 9 drivers on starting tyres. 6 people who can go to the end of this race. Will they do so? I'm not so sure. But it will be interesting to see which strategy pays dividends in the end. Who knows? There may be another safety car. But Alex Wells getting ready to start the safety car restart after demotion from...
Oh.
What am I saying? Mr. Golden Flame has already lost control of the car. So an all-time stinker of a start from him. Tommy Frabel going up into P4. Gary getting a terrible restart. Looking down the field, what is going on? There's a massive gap of cars. Morgoni is going to the outside on Francisco Rocha. Who's going to get the move done? Oh, a little bit out of control, but Francisco Rocha keeps the move for now. Morgoni is settling down for P9, but it's already an overtake. Or Mr. Golden Flame heavily disadvantaging himself on old tyres. There's a movement for the lead. Alex Wells. Bad Luke and Alex Wells crashing out of this race. Oh God. Dan Dale. the front wings are everywhere.
That's not the line.
Dan Dale is in the wall, and that is his race suspended
Tommy's
as of now.
P2!
Tommy Frabel up into P2 after
He
a
started
stinker.
P15.
He qualified last and he finished last
Sulphur's
time out.
P4.
We've got another yellow
Oh,
flag.
he's gone now.
I believe it may be Jack Bailey. I'm not entirely sure. Mr. Golden Flame going for an overtake on Lee Webb.
Oh,
There's a little
that's
bit of
not-
nudging. Mr. Golden Flame just about being given enough space. Is he going to make the move stick? Yeah, he does, Lee Webb, but he goes very, very wide. That may be an illegal overtake. Bad
Now
Luke
they
losing
both went
positions
off track.
now, side by side with Alex Wells, the man he possibly took out earlier. Who is going... Wait, are they going to survive is the main question here. Bad Luke's taking all of the curb on the entrance to 130R, but Alex Wells seems to be escaping just for now, but this internet may be causing issues. An internet warning may be in order. Bad
Oh,
Luke into the pit lane with damage. And he speeding into the
I
pit
think he might be
lane.
done.
Possibly.
No?
No.
Solve! Oh, go on, Gary's
Oh,
gone.
Gary's gone very gone. Gary White at turn 2, safe enough
Good
rejoin.
entry. Kiziak's had a moment.
Has he?
Tommy is right on the back of him now. He was
Oh,
about 2 seconds in
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, he's very close.
Yeah, I just cut across to him, and Kiziak was in 3rd gear in the S's. That's not the gear.
And this is rejoin the session, but of course his car is still in the wall, so he won't be able to take control.
The question
Crack
is
shotgun
now,
getting a 3-second time penalty.
is Tommy going to go for the move? He's using a bit of battery. Kiziak's used 0.
Kiziak has all of his battery. That's bizarre.
Yeah,
I've never
touched
seen
it.
that actually happen. Wow. Very confident in his abilities, but Tommy Fribble is going to go for the move into 130R, quite possibly
he's got
to the inside
so
he goes.
much less wing.
And he thinks better of it for now, but he is definitely going to go for an overtake after the Casio triangle.
Does he think about it? No.
Slowing
Zolf
it
is
down.
just sitting here waiting.
Well, Self knows he probably shouldn't be here, but he is here. This is
Oh,
perfect
here we go.
already.
Here we
and
go.
yeah, wow, Tommy Fribble. Those wings. Kiziak actually is using a little bit of VRS now, just to stay behind. Maybe he wants to be second. He's a consistent driver, we know this.
So the people who started 18th, 17th, and 15th are 1st, 3rd, and 4th.
Yes.
We're on
Wow.
lap 9.
Qualifying doesn't mean a damn thing in Ero.
Except the fact that you get a point. So congratulations to Francisco Roca, who's now in P5 after a spin. And another spin there, yeah, by the way. He had 2 spins.
And he's
And
still
Boyman goes very
P5.
wide. Harry Kruger's crept up to P4 as well. Gio's crept up to P7 as well, makes some overtakes.
Yeah. I mean, Boyman, I've not really spoke much of, but Boyman actually in P4 is quite impressive.
Yeah.
A relatively calm race from him. I don't think he's made any mistakes. Plenty of these drivers have made mistakes. I mean, it's been carnage, really. I think every single lap has had someone crash. We've got another yellow flag, and it's Stan Dale. Is it going to be safety car numero 2? Numero 2 it is. Yes.
If there's no more safety cars, this could win the race for any of the top 4, I think.
Yes, I'll be amazed.
Top 5.
Who's going to pit? Does Tommy Fribble pit? Yes, he does. Kiziak also in. Self also in. Boyman comes in. Francisco also follows him. Morgonius stays out, followed by Alex Wells.
Barry stays out.
Others. But Barry and
Golden
Morgonius
in.
have already pitted. That is important to remember.
Lee Webb in, JD Bailey in, Francisco in, serving his penalty. Is Badly going to pit?
I would.
No.
I would pit if I was. No, I think I'd stay on those tyres if I was Bad Luke.
He has got a 5-second penalty, though.
Yes, true. I'd get rid of that. But
Pit and
for
then pit again.
Barry Kruger and Morgonius especially, they're already on tyres that can go to the end. They're not really particularly worn tyres because of the amount of safety cars. I actually still think they're in pretty good stead to go on and do big things in this race.
Oh, Barry Kruger's just randomly driven off track.
Oh, well, that's going to warm up the tyres, I suppose. Dust them up as well. And Mr. Golden Flame pitting onto the mediums. I think it's optimistic to say the mediums can go 17 laps. But we'll see.
I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Not impossible, no, but
It's
not ideal.
Not viable.
I remember when I used to, on last year's game, I could do 27 laps on the softs. And I made it
Yeah,
a
but
habit.
17 of them were of a puncture. Oh!
I actually had good longevity with them, but then this game Taiwan is so much harsher, so I just get punctures all the time.
Francisco's almost just railed Golden Flame as well.
Keep it PG.
He's almost ploughed into him.
Huh.
He's almost slotted his front end. No! No more. Moving on, Chio's back up into P2 after a spin.
Yeah, but it didn't pit under the safety car, so that's kind of understandable.
Morgonius, who actually started on the hards.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh! What?
That's naughty.
So Tommy, one of them, either Crackshot Gang slamming erratically, or Tommy Frable going for an overtake that clearly isn't on. Someone's doing something illegal there, maybe reported to the steward.
No one got hurt and no one's lost a place. Stop being a goddamn crybaby, Liam.
Oh.
These people are not professionals. They're doing it for a bit of fun.
We know. We know.
You don't have to punish them for a minor mistake.
I didn't say I'd punish them.
Well, you will end up punishing them.
The law will punish them.
Shut up.
And I have been given divine rights to exercise those punishments. 12 people watching as we go into our cultist mode. Say what?
I'm so glad you're no longer my divisional admin. I could get away with so much stuff.
Oh, I'll still see. Don't worry. You think I'll be
But you said earlier you don't watch
coordinator
F3.
alone? I didn't watch F3 last week because I was asleep. It's different. This week I'm not asleep. I will be at my nan's, so I have plenty of time to watch and bicker and argue. I'll make a habit of it, really. Oh my god! Boyman's just taken out Solf.
What?
Solf, no! Solf has no front wing, just been clipped on the rear by Boyman. That will definitely be reported. Solf into last with a bad Luke that's let him through, so does Gary.
Oh no, people have got illegal overtakes on him.
Yeah, only two.
Now Zolf has got one on Gary.
No, I have no idea. I think Solf got confused, to be honest.
So, Boyman naughty?
Very naughty.
Boyman quali ban? Question mark.
Why would it be a quali ban?
Because he's just ruined this man's race behind safety car. He's now going to have to pit for a new front wing. He's going to be a pit stop behind because the safety car is coming in this lap. In 3, 2, 1, bosh. That didn't work.
Oh,
anyway.
Well, if I'm Solf, I'm so... Oh no, Solf. So Boyman just ruined Solf's race.
Yeah. Oh!
Bashy, no, not again. I know, Boyman doesn't appear to know.
You're teasing me.
No, I'm not talking to you.
First gear and he falls it.
Oh, full traction. And wow, he is...
Boyman into the pits as well.
Yeah, Boyman with front wing damage. And poor Solf.
Anyways, Morgonius holding on to P1 through turn 1s and 2. Lee Webb being overtaken by Francisco.
Yeah, lovely little battle here. Who's going to be the winner? Francisco. Easily, actually. My bad. Lee Webb not able to compete. Boyman and Solf.
P3.
Both in the pit lane. Together. Solf. Not
Barry
happy.
Kruger's got a run on Alex here. Barry Kruger lagging.
Is he lagging?
I don't know. He was on my screen.
Crackshot with a fantastic argument. Sorry, a fantastic argument. A fantastic. Oh, Solf is spun again. Oh, his mojo's being taken from him now.
WatchMojo.com.
Crackshot with a fantastic overtake on Tommy Frable.
Has gapped Alex.
Yeah, Morgonius is. I mean, I know he's got newer tyres, but they're not newer by much.
He's not used his battery either.
Hmm.
Okay, now he is, but they all are.
Ah, Solf has rear wing damage.
Oh. Boyman.
He
was on for... No. He asked for this.
No,
He wanted to be jinxed.
Oh, Solf did say you jinx me.
You're welcome, Zolf.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have said jinx me. As Mr. Golden Flame goes for the fastest lap, a 1:33.7 in P7. Francisco Roche getting overtaken by Lee Webb, the granddad.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Better.
Says the boomer. I'm getting cancelled. Kiziak is really struggling on those hards.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not doing too well here. And then new hards. Mr.
Yeah.
Golden Flame, maybe understandable that that's his second. Oh my God, Kiziak. Kiziak going very well, keeping the position, however. And I can say from experience.
Thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Hello, Apo.
Apo.
He's got the picture of the Red Bull with his PSP.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyway, back to the race. On to more important things. Here comes Tommy PLR. Crackshot has used all of his battery already.
Yeah, and he's not even close to Barry Kruger. Barry Kruger is really close to Gio. Is he going to go for the dive? Oh, he thinks about it.
They're both catching Morgonius as well now.
Yeah, I think Gio is pushing a lot. Barry's pushing Gio through the corners.
Tommy's gone!
Oh, into the wall. Is that going to be another safety car?
He's hit the pit wall.
Numero tres. No
Not
safety
again.
car. It's going to be a virtual safety car. However, that is really unfortunate for Tommy. Tommy was doing so well up until that point. And it just went wrong for him, yeah, leaving the session. I don't blame him. And into the pit wall. That pit wall is dangerous. I think we should cancel the pit wall. Can we get a graphic of that? The pit wall with a big X on it. Can we do that, please?
You're asking a lot of our graphics designers there to put a great big X over a pit wall.
We have 0 graphic designers. I did ask. I think if ERO are going to do a esports team, the logo should be, and I think you're going to agree with this, it should be a pigeon. Because that's like the thing.
I think it should be the picture of me with my hat.
Oh, Lee Webb with a virtual safety car.
How have you done that?
Speeding offence. What have I said? Lee Webb speeding under. Apo said he's going to... Apo, bye. I'm going to report one incident. Okay, bye, Apo.
I think Zolf's about to retire.
If I was Self, I may retire. Not
either that or he's
here.
pitting for a third time.
The front wing's coming out. Yeah, he's going to the end. But he is going to be lapped, so maybe not the highest IQ strat there.
He was P2 5 laps ago.
Is Shelf leaving the pit lane at any point? Okay, he's left now. There's a spinner, and it's Gary losing control, and Lee Webb into the pit lane.
Alex has swapped positions as well.
Oh, Boyman's crashed. Jack spun from Francisco. That may be reported. Boyman. That's an intentional crash, isn't it, Boyman? Self spins once more. Well, look where Boyman's crashed.
What's happening? Are we under safety car?
No.
Why are they yellows then?
Jack's retired. Have I disconnected?
What's happening? Oh, quick shot, Alex.
Oh.
Side by side into the diggers.
Crack shot losing the position.
Has Alex got damage or something?
I don't know what's going on. I'm confused.
This game is awful.
So, Boyman
He hasn't got any visible damage.
I think Boyman... We're going to have to do that. Because crashing as an AI... Sorry. I don't believe you can crash there. So, we're going to see. But then, Self spun. Gary spun. Jack was spun by Francisco. Jack is now not in the session. Could you invite Jack, please? Yeast.
I will try.
I will try. Oh, Jack has joined.
I don't need to try.
Crackshot is out of ERS already. Francisco with a 3-second time penalty. And Kiziak getting a little bit of momentum there as Barry Kruger gets the fastest lap, chasing down Morgonius. And if Barry Kruger wins this race, people are going to be excited.
Will they?
Huh?
Crackshot is all over Alex. Alex has got an issue. I don't know what it is, but he's got a serious issue right now.
How much ERS? I mean, Crackshot has used all of his ERS, but so has Alex. And Kiziak catching up. Yeah, Alex is going a bit slow here.
He's lost 2 seconds in one lap. And Zolka's gone again.
Spinning again, yeah. And I think it's now been a bit of a bad day for Solf.
You could
He was
say.
going so well. And he was reminded of his place in society. At the bottom.
That was really
F5.
mean. That was horrible.
Ooh, I don't know.
Crackshot's got a good run here.
But does he have the ERS to pull off the move?
He doesn't have the front wing to do it either.
No, he does appear to not be that fast in a straight line. And going deep. But he gets a very... Oh, no, okay, Alex pits. Oh, Alex had to pit. Yeah, so...
Barry Kruger hasn't pit yet either.
Yeah. But Kiziak
So Mr.
now
Golden Flame is
sniffing
in
another
P1.
podium. How?
Sorry, no, Kiziak isn't at P1.
Not necessarily. Morgonius and Barry Kruger did pit.
Crackshot has 6 seconds of penalties already.
Yeah.
I just find it really funny watching people with full traction go flat out through an entire section of corners. I've just watched Crackshot go flat out in 5th gear for about 5 seconds.
I've just watched Shelf turn into both
Spin.
walls to try and take his front wing off.
Oh.
That was... Okay, Self, come on, man. I know you can hear
Put
us.
it in the pits and retire. Call it a day.
Yeah, we don't want to
Don't
see
come
that.
back out on track. There you go.
Barry Kruger fairly close to the back on Morgonius now.
Yeah.
Although Morgonius does appear to be very quick on a straight line. Not using ERS. But those wings are working wonders. Kiziak falling quite far away from Crackshot, by the way, as well. I think Kiziak may have made a mistake somewhere. Very wide for Kiziak, and that's really going to compromise his line and bat. What's his name? Mr. Golden Flame.
What's his name?
Who are you?
Barry Kruger with the DRS failed to pull away from Morgonius, who's lost it.
Morgonius is gone. Ooh,
He held
this
on
is going
to
to be
it, but he's lost
bad.
the lead.
Crackshot is going to have the momentum through the entirety of this sector. Can he go for the move here? Bad Luke losing position to Francisco. But if you're Crackshot here, you need to seize this opportunity to get ahead of Morgonius. You got to push with all your might.
Shot, it's your chance to blow, as a Marshall once said. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah.
Bang!
Lovely send. No
Whee!
contact. Morgonius knows how to defend a dive bomb.
That gets the Yeast Dive Bomb seal of approval.
He
That
has my
was
seal of approval as well
good.
as a should. Some people are terrified of a dive bomb. They think it's the plague.
One
Not
of them is
Crackshot.
Jack Bailey, who has the Lee Webb nowhere near him. I thought he was close behind. Who is close
I
to
think
each
Jack
other at
Bailey
the moment?
disconnected
Golden
from the
Flame and
session. It's
Kiziak
not
are
his
pretty
fault.
close. Francisco and Bad Luke are close. Morgonius, Crackshot has got ahead of Morgonius.
Yes, but with the 6 seconds of time penalties, it makes anything he does quite weak. Barry Kruger speeding off again, and there will be, again, not accusations, but requests for Barry Kruger to be promoted. If this form continues, it's going to be 50 points from 52.
Kiziak's caught up to Morgonius out of nowhere all of a sudden. These two have lost a lot of time to the
Yeah.
walls.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I mean, Morgonius Also with the tyres
Bang.
heating up as Alex Wells goes for the fastest lap.
So yeah, when Barry Kruger pits, he's going to go out about 5 seconds behind Alex now.
Well, that's you say when. I don't think it is when.
Has Barry Kruger not pitted?
He has pit.
He has pitted.
That's what I'm saying. He's already pitted. He pitted under the first safety car. He can go to the end.
Yeah, everyone has pitted.
He can go to the end, and I think he will go to the end.
Alex is chasing Lee Webb as well for P10.
Yeah, well, Alex has the momentum and the speed.
My nose is starting to get really blocked now. As is Alex behind Lee Webb. That was a really bad joke. Kiziak, he's going to start getting pissed off now. He needs to make some moves. He's been behind these guys for too long. He knows he's quicker than these two. Let's try that again. He's got a switchback on Morgonius. Morgonius with the probably about 5-2 wings. It's not enough. Here comes Kiziak.
Oh.
A bit of wheel banging. And into P3.
A little bit twitchy there from Morgonius, and then Kiziak nearly driving him off track. A little bit dangerous. But Kiziak making the moves stick into the podium positions, and it does look like we're going to be talking to a man again. I know he's a father, and he's making F4 his children.
Shut up! I'm now the lead commentator after that joke. That was awful.
Bashy,
Crackshot is catching Barry Kruger by about a second in the first.
It doesn't matter
Barry
though,
Kruger's
does
got a
it?
problem.
Does he have a problem?
But if he's lost a second in one sector,
we may have
I mean,
actually
Crackshot is using all of his battery, even though he doesn't have any.
Yeah, Bashy's using half of his battery. He is coasting. Morgonius is being overtaken by Mr. Golden Flame. You could argue Golden Flame not giving entirely down. Well. Don't you say that? There's been a crash. Alex Wells into a wall. Lee Webb surviving, and Alex Wells. You've got to get moving soon.
He's not going anywhere.
Don't cause an intentional safety car, because I will report this as well. Come on, Alex, get moving, boy.
Anytime this week, son.
Okay, it's AI movement.
He's in AI.
Yeah, he's quit.
Anyways, Barry Kruger, what is happening with this man?
Alex has rage quit the session.
Fair enough.
So that will be 8 penalty points.
Crackshot broke DRS to Kiziak there. If Crackshot didn't have these penalties, he could be a serious contender for the win right now.
Crackshot is definitely catching Barry. He's gained.
He's caught him by about 2 seconds.
Yeah, and it seems to be consistent now. So maybe Barry...
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's pulling away from Kiziak as well.
I mean, Barry isn't using ERS. Like, it's important to note.
Really?
No, he has this race under control still. Kiziak is the main threat, and Kiziak's tyres are much newer. At the end, like the final closing laps, there may be a speed difference emerging as I get the hiccups. But I think Barry will be fine here. He can just push whenever Crackshot does get within DRS range of him.
I don't. Bashy's saying that Barry Kruger would have a damage, but there's nothing he could have got damage off. He's been in the lead all.
Yeah.
He pulled out 3 seconds, and then suddenly he's just lost it out of nowhere.
He doesn't have visual damage.
He's not got any fuel issues. Is he just slow?
No, he wouldn't be first if he was just...
He's got to be struggling with something, though. As in comes Crackshot.
Crackshot into the pits!
This is going to be for softs. It's got to be.
Why would you pit? Surely you'd trust the tyre wear.
After he's crossed the line, he's going to go from P2 to about P7. As Mr. Golden Flame makes a move on Kiziak as well, up into P2.
Ooh.
On those mediums still.
So, yeah, I mean, the mediums, obviously, again, he does have to make them overtake now so he can defend. So I think it was good IQ there. The absence of Crackshot has allowed Mr. Golden Flame to kind of get away from things. And Morgonius is going to go for the switchback on Kiziak. Kiziak getting a slow exit. And to turn 7 and lovely, lovely stuff from Morgonius. A little bit slow into the Degner. Curves.
Francisco's all over the back of Giziek now.
Yeah,
Giziek
Francisco.
about to go from P2 to P5 in a sector and a half.
Francisco with his
Francisco
double.
forward.
Oh. And then Bad Luke spins him round. Dear. Oh dear. Francisco demoted to P6. Bad Luke with the spin. That surely has to be reported as well. Bad Luke, the victim of a spin, and the causer of a spin. It's a bit of a bad showing from him this
You're
weekend.
giving your take in
And he
this league, but
spins.
not like that.
Oh, so Bad Luke then spins, and this is really not helping him. Lee Webb also pitting in this chaos. And a lovely little train we had at the front is now disappeared. And Barry Kruger's lead is looking better than ever. Mr. Gonflame's going to...
Why are we cursing everyone?
Barry
Golden
Kruger's
Flame
lead
is now
is
in
in
the lead of the
tatters.
race.
Mr. Golden Flame. He started off as a reserve. Then he's now unemployed.
Seconds back, but he's in P1. Giziek and Morgonius are fighting again.
Oh, Morgonius around the outside of turn 2. Lovely, lovely. Lovely to keep the position. Kiziak now behind. Mr. Golden Flame looks like he may be winning this race. Fantastic
Don't say
stuff.
that, we've still got 5 laps yet.
Oh yes, I can jinx anyone at any time, can't I?
We've jinxed just about the entire field at the moment. The only person we haven't really spoken about this race is Jack Bailey, and he's jinxed himself down in P8.
Well, you say P8 is actually technically P7 because of bad link.
Shut up.
Okay, sorry.
You know what I meant.
I feel bad now. Thanks for that.
No problem. Anyway,
And also, bad Luke, Francisco Rocha was 6 seconds of penalties. Jack Bainey could be in order for a 6th place finish
Barry
here
Kruger has
today.
not touched his battery. Here he comes. Barry
Barry
Kruger's used his
Kruger,
battery to get the DRS on the ghost of Ero Geo. I don't think he's going to get it, though. He's definitely got it.
Yeah, he's definitely got it now. So that's really going to hinder
smart
Mr. Golden
man.
Flame. Golden Flame's tyres dying off every second. Does Barry get the DRS? Yes, he did.
Yep.
And that may be... I can't believe Barry gets a 3-second tyre penalty and it still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he started P12.
Kiziak and Morgonius, round 4 now. Morgonius wins again. Crackshot smashes the fastest lap.
Lovely
He's now
stuff.
scoring a whole 3 points this race.
Kiziak's gone? No! Kiziak is out of the podium.
Watch the
battle.
rejoin. Uh-oh.
Ooh. I mean, teammate on teammate, but that was a little bit dodgy, I have to say so. It doesn't get reported. Doesn't get reported.
Giziak and Jack now.
Oh,
Side by
God.
side into the Degner. No one backing out.
Oh, that's a good overtake. That's a very good overtake from Jack there to go into P7. Now potentially P5.
Barry Kruger's used a lot of battery this lap.
Well, yeah, he's gained a second on Mr. Golden Flame. He's just making sure. If you can kill all of the hope off now, Mr. Golden Flame may just settle
Gold
for P2
will break the
earlier on.
commentator curse. There is no one called Gold in this lobby, Bash.
Again,
You stupid man.
he's lost a second just on that straight alone.
Yeah. He's just a bit quick, isn't he?
Kruger is very quick, yeah, in this race.
Yeah.
Since he got into first, it's been his race to lose. No one else appears to be able to battle with him.
If he spins out and crashes now that we've said it's his race to lose, we should never commentate again.
I mean,
Oh my god, he's got so deep.
yes, so deep.
I think he's
Oh my
listening
God.
to us and just...
Barry.
What is happening?
Barry,
What the
what are those
hell?
lines?
What are you doing, lad? Turn the stream off.
Turn the
That second that he had is now gone. He's still a second and a half ahead of Golden Flame,
dear.
but still.
Also, I just like Kiziak actually kept up with Jack.
Well, yeah.
So
he
this-
was
this
running
is
P3.
true, but this is a battle now. That. Oh,
Oh,
Bad Luke with another 3 seconds, so really, that gives him, he's now on 11 seconds. But I think this is going to be the battle for the end. Crackshot as well, really close behind them, but obviously with his time penalties, rather irrelevant. But we only have one genuine battle right now. What?
Kruger had a moment out at Spoon.
Oh?
He's fine. He had a bit of a wiggle, but he's fine.
And he keeps the lead at 4.2. Golden Flame. I think Golden Flame would be happy with
Sulphur's
P2 again.
requested us to stop jinxing people. Let's
What?
just stop talking.
Yeah, just turn the stream off, boys. Going home now.
Yeah, let's just pack it up
going
and
for
go
the
home.
overtake into the Casio triangle. Who's going to get the move stick? Boy, it's so tight, but Jack's going to keep the position for now as Bad Luke into the pit lane to put on the soft tyres, I imagine. Kiziak with the DRS going down to turn 1. Which way is he going to go? To the inside or the out? He's going to go to the inside, I believe. He's going to make contact. No, he thinks better of it. Jack keeping the position for now, but Kiziak's going to get a run coming out of turn 2 and up the hill when the Suzuka S's. Kiziak is going to make this an exciting battle to end the race. I can only hope more happens as Crackshot disconnects. No.
Not
It's
again.
so close. But there's no one near him, so he'll be fine. Jack overtaking the ghost of Alex Wells. So does Kiziak. Kiziak goes wide. Oh, that's going to really hurt his chances. Is he even going to get DRS? I think so. Oh, God.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I've been watching this gap between P1 and P2. It hasn't changed at all. Barry Kruger's got this in the bag.
Yeah, I don't expect Mr. Golden Flame to find another 1.3 seconds on these dying tyres. The other commentator is Macaulay Beard, Bashi.
Anyways. I appreciate your comments, Bashi. I know I'm better than Liam in every way possible, but still, final lap of the race now. Here we go. Morgonius is actually catching Mr. Golden Flame, if anything.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these medium tyres really are struggling. I'm just going to say Kiziak going for the overtake on Jack Bailey once more. He's using all of the DRS, all of the ERS. He's not going to go for the move in turn 1, but can he do a switch back for turn 2? No, he thinks better of it. He's going to stay behind again. Hopefully, if he doesn't lose control of the car this time, he may be able to go for an overtake into the Casio Triangle or 130R, but he's so close. Morgonius with 3 second time penalty, and that ruins the battle for P2. Oh, dearie me.
It's all falling apart.
He's still going to get P3, but he's not quite... Kiziak's gone, no.
Why is everyone crashing?
And it's another kind of illegal rejoin.
He can't do anything about it, man. Leave him alone.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Anyway, Barry Kruger, he's got about 2 corners left. He's 1 second ahead of Mr. Golden Flame. He's done everything he had to do. He started P13. He had an awful qualifying. He's managed this race beautifully. He's managed this strategy beautifully. He's overtaken people when he needs to. He's kept out of trouble. He's one of the only people who hasn't spun this race. He's come out of the final corner. Look how cautious he's going. But it doesn't matter, because Barry Kruger takes his 2nd win of the season here in Suzuka.
An absolutely fantastic performance from the South African, securing a Grand Slam for the 2nd time running. Mr. Golden Flame P2 once again. This looks like a fantastic rivalry that's going to continue throughout the season. And Thomas Morgan, an F5 veteran, getting his first podium in Formula 4, followed by Garaki in P4. With Francisco and Jack Bailey just behind, not able to capitalise on Francisco Roche's time penalties, likely because of the battling with Kiziak, who ends up in 8th place with the disconnected Crackshot in 7th. He only was disconnected for a lap and a half, so he should be fine. Who was P9 and who was P10? Are you familiar? Do you have any idea?
No, sorry, I was adding people to the thing.
Oh, what to the
I was
party?
only able to add 1 person, though.
Which one did you add?
Barry Kruger.
Okay. We will add the other 2 for the interviews. I doubt Barry Kruger will want to do an interview. because he never does, which is fine. I respect it. A silent protagonist, Francisco Rocha, getting the pole position. You cannot join the interview, Bashi, because this race has absolutely no relevance to you or your standing. Um, so no, you
And
can't.
you smell bad.
And you smell bad. You smell awful. God, clean those armpits. Uh,
Anyway,
yeah,
I'll
you
take
do the
over now.
you
Yeah,
do the
I'll take
standings
over.
rundown.
Right, so while Liam is arguing with himself and the man who's quicker than Bashi, we've got some results to do. Barry Kruger started B12, he takes his second win of the season, followed up by Mr. Golden Flame and Morgonius rounding out the podium. Gary started P4, had an eventful race, finishes P4 though. Pulsier Francisco started pole, as I said, finishes P5. Jack Bailey recovers up to P6, Crackshot disconnected about 7 times, finished P7. Kiziak started P2, he led for a fair bit of the race, but he comes home P8. Bad Luke finishes P9. Lee Webb, the last person who's actually in the lobby, finishes in the last place in the points. Then our not finishers are Gio, Zolf, Boyman, Tommy. I need to scroll down. Why did I do this? Zolf, who made 5 pit stops, by the way. We've got Tommy, Dandel, Rumanek, Ennis, and rounded out the stand-ins in this race.
Fantastic race to watch and a fantastic race to commentate. Plenty of things are going to be reported after this session, I can only imagine. Lots of carnage up and down the field. I'm going to invite Morgonius and Mr. Bradshaw to this party now to get their thoughts on the action that happened previously. I was going to say the action that happened next, and then I realised that it's already happened, so it can't be next. Morgonius, come on, Morgonius, where are you? Voila!
You scroll through your friends list.
No, I'm just like I can't add Morgonius.
Oh well.
No, I'm upset.
Oh, anyway. I'm kidding. Emotions are very important. Men's mental health is extremely important.
Hello.
Hello. Another
I'm
P2 for you,
Dominant.
Mr. Golden Flame. Better
Yeah.
than the last one?
Well, considering me and Barry were busy at the back for most of the race, yes.
I did think that your medium tyres weren't going to last as long as they did. I thought the hards would get there, but the mediums I wasn't so sure of. And somehow you managed to make it.
I am the tyre whisperer.
Ian's
You
a
are
tyre
the
whisperer.
tyre whisperer.
They were on 71 at the end.
Ooh,
Oh,
how many laps
God.
did you do on them? 20?
Since lap 10, so
Oh,
26,
17.
27,
I can't
26.
count. 17, yeah.
That's why I just lost to Barry.
Lost to Bashi.
Yeah, sorry. Lost to Barry because he just had the better tyres. Just
Yeah.
slipped away.
Did you
Yeah.
ever think that you had a chance to win this race when you saw Barry get his time penalty?
I did. Bashi was screaming on my ear. We were both screaming, to be honest. But no,
That explains
the
it.
tyres just weren't going to allow me to do so. I was more focused at kind of the last couple laps on the guy behind me because he was creeping up.
Yeah, then he got a time penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a
And
fail
everything felt good, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I wasn't here last week, so do correct me. 2 P2s now this season, so...
Yeah, one pole.
When are you going to get that first win?
When Barry doesn't race.
Good
That's the
answer.
short answer.
That may be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Right,
the thing
what
is,
track have we got next?
No, I actually think me and him are very close in terms of pace. I think he's just a little bit more consistent than I am. I
Yeah.
like to have my little moments and my little spins, and he just
Yeah,
doesn't
did
seem
you
to
have
do it.
spin this race?
I had 3.
You had 3 spins and you finished P2.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right, anyways,
I only had 1 warning. I think lap
Yeah.
7.
Spanish Grand Prix next week.
oh,
Liam doesn't like Spain. Do you like Spain?
I don't mind Spain actually.
I think it's got better with the track modifications.
But then I didn't like Japan. Here we are.
Oh. Yeah, fair
Well, if
enough.
that's the tracks you don't
You
like,
like a track, you do well. You like a track, you do well. What can we say? You're a good driver.
yeah.
Thank you.
Steady hands. They want to be my friend. They're my friend. Morgonius will be joining the party shortly. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but
He's
I
talking
am.
like an absolute bellend. My voice is going. I have a cold. Please leave me alone.
So much
Apparently,
happened that race. It was crazy.
I know. We jinxed about 12 people that race as well. I don't know if you had the stream
This
on
might be a
or
bit
not.
harsh to say, but I was deep down hoping you'd jinx Barry. Just a tad.
we did.
Mate,
We jinxed him
Liam
twice.
tried to do so much to jinx Barry. It was unreal.
We have the man who finished P3 for this race, Morgonius. I believe that's your first podium in Formula 4. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is after a pretty disastrous week one. It's back on the podium.
It was a really good performance from you. You were always just around the podium positions. It seemed like quite a relaxed race, but correct me if I'm wrong there.
Maybe from watching, certainly driving, it was not so much. I mean, I started I think around P7, P8, and then kind of knew first couple of laps was just going to be like try and keep as clean as I can. I kind of went for that pit under the first safety car.
Yeah.
And no one else did, but then it kind of paid off. Came to the second safety car, everyone else went in, and then I was P1, and I just needed to kind of hold it as much as I could.
And you did exactly that. I mean, Barry Kruger and Mr. Bradshaw, Mr. Golden Flame or Adam Bradshaw, not both. They're in a field of their own currently, but
I mean, as soon as I saw him, there was I think there was a hat behind me for a little bit after the restart, and I kind of managed to get away quite quickly. But then, seeing Barry Kruger behind me is kind of terrifying. But just respect to both of them. Really, really good drivers and just really consistent. So.
yeah, the battling seemed very fair. The safety car restart you're referring to with I believe that was when Gio was behind. That safety car restart seemed to flummox everyone. No one was near you. That was a really good restart.
I just kind of held out as long as I could. I really backed up the pack, and then as soon as around that last chicane, I just foot down, and just as soon as I had it a straight line, just foot down, got good traction, and went for it.
And it worked. So what we didn't get to talk to you last week. Obviously, you went on the podium. This week,
Quite far.
this week you replaced Kiziek, and we asked Kiziek the same question about his expectations for the season ahead. He just wanted to go race by race. But is your mentality a bit different? Is there a specific place you would like to be at the end of the season? Top 10, top 5, podium? Where would you like to be?
I mean, if you asked me this question last week, it would have been finishing with some points would have been the preference. But no, it's for me. It's really about the championship, the constructors. I've got a great teammate. He's really consistent. Has been really a mentor for me, and so I think we can really compete. We've shown both that we can be up there. So constructors is really what we're aiming for.
Do you speak with Jack during the race?
Yeah, not during the race. We
okay.
We kind of keep ourselves to ourselves and just let ourselves focus. But we get some great moments. I don't know if you caught it in quali. We managed to do a bit of towing for each other.
I didn't, unfortunately, no, but that does sound good.
No. Give it a teamwork. So yeah, just doing as well as we can. Personally, a top 5 would be great. Of course, I've got some personal rivals that I'd like to beat, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there was an incident with your teammate and Francisco, where
I heard.
I don't know if it'd be reported or not, but it looked like a penalty.
Yeah.
I know I'm the steward. I can't say myself, but I think it may be. So for the team, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it myself. So.
No, but from obviously I'm not particularly familiar with how fast you are because you were in F5 last season. But when you were in, I believe, Canada Formula 3. You were really, really
Yeah, you
competitive.
finished ahead of me.
Yeah, I mean, it was rookie season. I mean, it's rookie season for league racing in general. ERO's
Ah.
racing and has been the only one I've ever raced in. So last year was just kind of getting to grips with what it's like and kind of racing against other people. And this year's a bit more trying to really go for it and show that I can be up there.
May I just say that is great advertising. Fair.
Yeah. We're going to get that as a sound clip now. That's perfect. The best advertising to ever happen to us. No, it was. I mean, Ero was also my first league, and the first season was very much, just kind of getting used to what was happening, understanding that there's going to be issues. Someone's going to crash into you. You're going to be fuming, but second season, you go, okay, I'm content with that. That will happen. Let's just focus on being as good as I can be, and anything external that happens, it happens. It's whatever. And with that mentality, I think you should be able to go on and really progress. And I'm expecting to chat to you a few more times this season. Maybe not on the first step, but maybe it will be on the first step. What are your thoughts for the upcoming round in Spain? Do you have any, expectations? Do you like or dislike the chat?
I mean, I really take it week by week, so it's I'll probably have a look at it this evening and see what I find. But it's just week by week. Every track's so different, and there seems to be some that I can click with and some that I just don't. So we'll see.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Some track, Kota especially, not for me. That track, I just don't understand it. I don't know why, but I don't.
How dare you?
I think that is all of my questions. I don't know if Yeast, do you have any more? Yeast?
No, also gone.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeast.
okay.
So no questions from Yeast. So thank you for joining the interviews, guys. It's really nice to talk to you. I've been your host, as usual, Liam Cross, and I have been joined by Macaulay Beard. Hopefully he gets to say goodbye before the end of the stream.
Hello.
Hello. Do you have any questions to ask Bradshaw or Morgan? Okay, great. You've been watching Ero Ps F4. It's been a fantastic race today. If you're looking to see a bit more action, maybe like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the link in the description below. You get to access the drivers, you get to talk to us, race with us. Who knows, you may be commentated by me, or even get to race with me in F2 tomorrow. If you'd like to see more this weekend in Japan from tomorrow, Saturday, at 5 p.m. GMT, as usual, Ero Ps F3, with Yeast, our co-host, driving. At 7 p.m, PC F2, PlayStation F2, and Xbox/Origin will also be driving. And then on Sunday, the big daddy of them all, 4 p.m, PC F1, Diego Moraes, Drake Dempsey, Cameron Dowd, Tony Ritchie. It's a fantastic grid. You'll love to watch it. And on PlayStation at 6 p.m, the best tier of them all. Some very good drivers: Shizu Aurelian, Shizu Jensen, FVR Yaron, IRT Boomty, IRT Seeb, ERO Ken. Plenty to name. You'll love the action. I'll love watching the action. But I've been your host, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. And I will see you next week. Bye.
Adios.
Hey.